You must continue. Bring me a red page. Blue pages.
That is a red page. And here's the blue page. Cirrus, your greed sickens me. Your desire for wealth and splendor is never satisfied. The pattern on the fabric was the exact same as the flag of the enemy in the Mechanical Age. Or is Cirrus the enemy of the Mechanical Age? I'm assuming it'll be Akinar's room? Definitely Akinar's aesthetic. We found a head of something that looked almost like a monkey in Akinar's secret room. Oh, Akinar, you just lost so many trust points from that.
I hope I pushed the right button. He is preparing. Remember, take only one page.
We're on water turbulent pool. So if we go 47, that's marker switch diagram? Oh, here's the other half of that torn node. So to access the vault, okay, everything's on right now. So if we just go and turn off the clock tower, we'll be able to access the vault. Oh, you can actually hear like the power being transmitted now. We have a music puzzle, people. Here's an organ. Cool. Now, what the hell do we put in here? Well, I guarantee you the solution is going to be in the Selenetic H book. So, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get back into some reading. Okay, Selenetic Age is this one? Yeah. Let me wet my throat for a second. Okay. It has been a while since I have it has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly. I think for some reason I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is of course only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to even ever write in a journal. Wait, hold on. I can't read this right apparently. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to in this is horrid or disgusting. Oh, I see, okay. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing. Yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north, hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable with it. When it comes, I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges, reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again, the feeling that I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return, in case the one I had left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind I remember has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like a desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Although this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head into a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red fumes shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, that I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore, although very uncomfortably hot. I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that has been created, and now have explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. Oh, you have no idea. We'll get to that when we get to it. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It's also important that I check on Cirrus and Akinar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I know I wouldn't be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials, however. It seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I also have found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age complete within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today off the bridge, and although the magnetic idea will work well, and I have decided to 3 meters is not enough support for the beams, although if somehow I can't read that. Amazingly strong. Well, thank you. I know I am. Yeah. But what is this? This is the ship. Hatch, stabilizer, intake, viewing dome. Okay. Has to be one of my most prized inventions. I am extremely... Could never have imagined it to come together quite as... I doubt. Could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Ooh, I'm taking the picture of that. 14 instead of 8. completely fatigued. I am so happy to have completed tomorrow. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Achenar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shadow crust. But the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my... There we go. Construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. That is also completely random. Oh, I'm not going to hear the normal tune for that. Dang it. I love the original sound for this. And there looks like the map for Selenetic. Okay. So, now that we have an idea of the age that we're going to, we also have the key for... One is... Okay. Then we need to replicate that over here. Yeah. I have very, very good... I'm about to say this and then completely jinx myself, but I have very good tonal awareness and understanding because I wasn't banned for like my entirety of junior high and high school. So I have very good tonal awareness. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's going to be easy to remember. Up there. Okay, nope, that didn't register. Hold on. Yeah, so let's just do that. There you go. Boom. Wait. Okay. Oh, it's over here. You're on the right one. There we go. Nice! Perfect pitch. Ooh. I always forget about the Selenetic age linking theme. It's so calming. But yeah, I may be biased because I love sound puzzles and I love music puzzles and stuff like that, but Selenetic is my favorite age. Even despite the atrocity, I say atrocity, the insanity is a much better word, of the original maze puzzle that is the end of this age. That I remember very well. It's so blue! It's meant for me! Holy crap! Oh, there's even shooting stuff. Oh, dude, this is awesome. This is yet again my favorite age. Holy crap, this is awesome. This age is beautiful. Holy crap. I do remember this age being decently difficult to navigate. Also, but obviously it won't be nearly as bad now that we're have 360 degrees of movement. There's one of the craters he was talking about. Wow. This has nothing to do. Oh crap! I just realized I never read Atris's note to Catherine. The entire inciting incident for this series I never read. I didn't even see it. I'm about to go look at that whenever we get back. Oh crap. Okay. Well, here's the blue page. That's right. I don't think he ever took Sirius and Achenar to Selenetic, so there's actually not a room for Sirius and Achenar here. We got water. So it's representing water and it's recording water audio. Okay. Dude, this is awesome. Walking into this blue fog, that was the best bridge walk I've ever done. Got this door. It's a very heavy door. Okay, so this is a sound effect combination lock where we have to figure out the right order to play the sounds in. Okay. So first step is probably, oh, hi clock. Yeah, so the first step is probably turning all these on so we can actually listen to them somewhere. Question is, where are we going to listen to them at? Okay, so this is like the air, the hot air escaping from the chasm in the ground. Can I walk over here? I can, actually. Well, this is the crater lake, it looks like. Dude, that is a screenshot if I've ever seen one. Holy crap. That's awesome. This age is so pretty. Okay, so we got water, we have a hot air, and we have a clock. Here's the red page. And here we have the crystals? Like air blowing between the crystals. Okay. Just some random vases scattered about. Cool. This area is exceptionally pretty, dude. I cannot get over this age. Oh no, looks like this bridge got destroyed. This is the wind. Wind escaping out of this tunnel? Yeah, it looks like it. Which we can actually go down into. Well, this is spooky. Bye, bats. Sorry for disturbing you. Okay. You can see the quick change to black again as the lighting map changes. What's interesting is I think this is where all of our signals are being sent to. Because if you look at it, all of the microphones are connected to satellite dishes. And then there's satellite dishes on here. Huh? Okay, it's like flipping through a bunch of the pictures? Okay, we're moving that. We're moving this. Okay, so I need to find the hot air. Okay, there's the crystals, the clock. The hot air is going to be around here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. So we need to find the water now. Okay, there's the water. We need to find the clock tower, which I believe needs to go over this way. If my spatial awareness is correct. Yeah, there we go. And we need the crystals, which are actually very close to the crystals. We just need to do... There we go. And we have the tunnel air vents. Which is right here. Is that randomized? Because this is clearly the combination that we need to do. So it's literally just water. It's just literally across like this. So I'm going to take a picture. If I got randomized the straight across solution, that is actually hilarious. Oh, I meant to... There we go. Okay. So let's go try putting in this combination and seeing if it works. So if I remember right, it was water, hot air, clock, crystal, cave. There's the water. There's sounds here that don't exist. That metal thing we didn't hear. That's the hot air. And then, crap, what was it? Next one. Clock, crystal, cave. Okay. Clock. Crystal. Train! Yeah, so... Got it. Okay, hell yeah. We already got both the pages, so onward we go. Oh, here we go. It's getting spooky. Because we are approaching the crown jewel of Myst puzzles. Yeah. Can you actually walk around it? Oh, okay, this is kind of cool. I don't know if you could do this in the original. This game knows this is an infamous puzzle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Just utter idolization of this contraption. Okay. Guess I'm assuming this goes forward? Yeah. Is that a new soundtrack? Or is that just... I think that's magnetic as we go down. Ah, welcome to the Selenetic maze. So these ones that are blocked off are pathways we cannot go down, and the ones that have that are open that you can see like darkness in, and the path and the track continues like this one, these are the pathways we can go. So obviously this first one we only have one way we can go, so forward we go. I love the magnetic sounds. That sound effect sound familiar? Yep. The sound effects that we used for the rotation of the fortress are also used here. That, I'm pretty sure, was spin, which means we need to go west. And as you can see by the compass, we are currently facing north. And look at that, west is open. I think that's awesome. That was the same one, wasn't it? That was also spin. So that's we just go keep going west. Is this randomized? Did they randomize the maze? Yeah, there was never 3 in a row. They randomized the maze. Oh. Oh. So you have to know. Oh god. So, at least for the original solution, people have mapped out this maze. People have figured this out without knowing the sounds, because you could actually map it out. With the randomization, I don't know if you can map it out, because I'm sure tracks will like go over each other and stuff. I guess you could still map it out, but it'd be interesting. But anyway, the actual solution is knowing that these sounds from the mechanical age correlate here and knowing what direction they mean. So we're going west again. So as you can see, the tracks don't go straight, they're curvy too. So you have to know, like, we left from the west, but we're coming in from the south. So the track's turning. That's also west again. Are we just gonna get all west? No. Oh, that was pretty sure that's Clink, which is north. Okay. Here we go. Now the complicated parts begin. That was two sounds playing at the same time. That's exhaust and clink, which means northeast, because both north and east are playing at the same time. Pretty sure that was just exhaust, so is that just east? Yeah. Coming in from the northeast. Nope, coming in from the south, I mean. Nope. Oh yeah, we are coming in from the south, okay. That's just north. Right? Yeah, that's just north. This maze is big too, as you can see. Like, it's several. That was exhaust and, which is again is northeast. That was cowbell and exhaust. So southeast? That's southeast again. Oh, never. Okay, thanks achievement for spoiling that I actually made it. Okay, well, there's the Selenetic maze, the infamous Selenetic maze. Obviously, I already knew how to solve it, so it wasn't too much of a big deal for me. But the first time I did this, I did not realize you could use sounds to navigate, and it took me forever. And what's even worse is okay, this is not about Myst, this is about Riven. Does this not look like a Riven tram platform? I literally got out of that thing and I looked around for the blue button for a split second. This looks like a Riven tram platform. Interesting. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, in the original Myst, you can only take one page at a time. So you had to take one page, go through that maze, and then link back, put the page in, and then if you wanted to keep doing both books, you had to go back and get the second page. And you had to go through the maze a second time. Which was really, really annoying back then. It wasn't too bad for the other ages, because you could just go get the page and then go right back to the book. Because the books were really easily accessible once you unlock them. There's that one, that book's behind a freaking maze, so you have to navigate the maze twice. And if you don't know how to navigate it, and you don't map it, there's no way, unless you know the sound cues, to get through it in a reasonable amount of time. But anyway, before we put these books in, let's go see if we can find this note that I missed. It's usually like right here. Oh, it's on the rock. So, welcome to the inciting incident for the entirety of the Myst game. Catherine, I have left for you a message of utmost importance in our forechamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atris. Okay, that was the first puzzle in the entire game when I missed it. I'm going to get so yelled at. Okay, so we need to know the number of marker switches. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 marker switches. I don't think they could randomize that one. So let's actually go and see what the hell we've been working towards. So we got to go in here and we got to enter 9. What? Wait, did I miscount them? Hold on. So we got 1, 2. We got the one here by the boat. We got the one by the gear. Planetarium was 3. Shipgate puzzles 4. Rockets 5. Rocket gate puzzles is 6. Clock tower 7. 8. Where did I get 9? There's 8. Where did I get 9 from? What did I count as a marker switch? Okay, I'm going crazy little by little. Gotcha. Oh, let's do 8. Here we go.
Catherine,
Oh.
my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine is one of our sons. I suspect Agar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Sirius as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Okay, so yeah, that's the inciting incident for the entire Myst game. That was Atris, and he thinks he's talking to Catherine. However, we are not Catherine. He thinks one of his sons has burned his library, which as we saw as we're reading all these ages, the library is indeed very much burnt up to a crisp, except for the 5 books, the 4 ages, and then the one with the fireplace passcode. So yeah. We were basically, for this entire game, we've been trying to decipher which one of the 2 sons burnt the library. And so far, both of them have been very, very, very incriminated. Anyway, there's another thing we forgot. Turn on all the marker switches and then turn off the one by the clock tower to unveil the vault. What? A white page? Okay. I thought they were floating on the water for a second. They're actually like pillars that are holding them. Okay. So we found a white page. We don't know where it goes. What's interesting, though, if you think about it, in Channelwood, you heard Sirius in a recording to Akinar take only 1 page. He prepares, or he is preparing. Have they trapped Atris somewhere?
Have returned. Additional page.
Did I never...
Free from my prison on this forgotten.
I never listened to them after Channelwood. That's kind of funny. Well, we're just going... It's basically all the same thing, so we're just going to go ahead and put both pages in.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Sirius. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Achenar is guilty, and I am innocent.
No,
It is
I haven't.
who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste.
As he dramatically goes
Now
offside.
you have surely discovered that Achenar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. This thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4.
I'm just laughing at this guy's dramatic.
In warning my
Ness.
father, I thought he would recognize Achenar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final chapter. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way.
You can only assume, huh?
An innocent victim trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me.
No, I'm not here to release you. I'm here to figure out who I'm going to release.
Find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. This library, which is mostly burned but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the
158.
fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring
Okay.
that page to me, and I will finally be released and able to reward you, of course.
Of course.
Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. Chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will be face to face.
Okay. And we are nearing the conclusion. So we're going to see what Achenar has to say real quick. I imagine it will be much of the same.
Hello, I'm Achenar. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry.
He killed my father. He will kill you. Began when my brother Sirius began to lust for riches. He stole from the ages of Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slipped away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the ages of Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. His lowly brother hated him. And then Sirius began to destroy the ages of Myst. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. He murdered their inhabitants. Completely destroyed all but 4 of the ages. Of course, I had to warn Father. When I finally found him, there was Sirius also, talking cleverly. The lying tongue of a serpent. He had convinced Father that it was I who destroyed the ages. He convinced Father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And as Sirius dealt the final blow, he tricked Father into believing that I was the murderer. But Sirius did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, Father imprisoned us both, unsure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother's a deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. You must only recover 1 additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find.
Let me guess, don't touch the green book.
Go to the bookshelf. It's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burned books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you to the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap.
Green book.
Those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, for you will rot and die. Imprisoned as I
Damn.
am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go.
Promise you that.
Go.
Okay. Fuck. What was the pattern they said again? Wait.
You're wasting my time.
Okay, good. I thought I was gonna listen to the whole thing again.
Just go to the last book, the middle shelf. Put pattern 158 into the fire.
Okay, 158. Thank you. I shut the book in his face. 158. Oh, it automatically took me to it. Did I stop on that? Oh, please tell me I actually stopped on that. That's hilarious. Okay, well, let's do that. At the same time, I'm actually, you know what? This is going to be easier. I'm just going to take a photo with my phone real quick. There we go. Okay, and put that into the fireplace. And here we go. We have those 3, those 3, and boom. And we have a choice to make. Who do we trust? Well, to be frank, I don't trust either of them, so we're going to do the green book.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to Dunny, not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, as you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I feel you've met my sons, Cirrus and Achenar, in the red and blue books on Myst Island in my library. My library. It contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over greedy explorers who might stumble upon my Island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons. Cirrus and Achenar. We had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan. An evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. Oh, my own dear Catherine. They used her to lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
I have the page already, and here we go. Oh, dude. Ah. I was wondering how they were going to do this. This is just a 3D model, even though I wanted the FMVs.
Ah, my friend, you've returned. And the page. Did you bring the page? You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make. My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
So this is Dunny.
It is done. I have many questions for you, my friend, but my writing cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is now being held hostage. Oh, and a reward. I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the Island of Myst and the books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope you find your exploration satisfying. You'll no longer have my sons to deal with. Oh, and one more thing. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever imagine. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, I'm afraid you'll enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you. The book. You can use the Myst linking book to return to Myst.
Okay, I want to look around a little bit here, though. This is Dunny. The age and the race that Atreus and his sons and his wife are a part of really doesn't go much into it in Myst itself. However, in later installments of the Myst franchise, it goes much more into it. Really all you need to know at this point is that the Dunny have the ability to write and create. No, let me correct that. They have the ability to write and travel to different ages, is what they call them, which are essentially different worlds, different realities. The big important thing is they cannot create them. They can only connect to them. The writing is just a way to essentially say, hey, book, take me here, more or less. They write the age, and then the book will essentially take them to an age that already exists. They didn't create it. They just are travelers. They're explorers, more or less. But yeah, that is Myst. There's apparently there is another fifth age, but it's not accessible in this version of the game. So return to Myst from Dunny. Okay. But yeah, oh. Yep, he definitely got rid of them. Oh yeah. And as he said, he will require our assistance in the future, which will be the next installment of the Myst series, also known as Riven, the sequel to Myst.